So when I say I love this bike, I love this bike because to be able to just roll this outside onto my porch and get an outdoor workout in is incredible. Not only that, but let's say you're a scroll girl or you're a multitasking mommy like me, habit stacking mommy. You can just plug your phone up to here. You can just plug your phone up or your whatever screen and take a class, learn something new, catch up on your favorite YouTuber, and get a 45-minute workout in. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. I thought it was going to be one of those things that, like, you can't use it without the subscription, but you can. That's all I needed. Like, am I able to make use of this outside of being mainlined to your subscription service? I'd like to not do that. That'd be ideal. It's great. It's cold outside today, but it's all right. We've made it. Also, I want to share with you the book that I'm going to be reading on the weekends because we're going to be reading the policy agenda during the week, and then we're going to be rereading The Past is Present during the weekend. I'm very, very excited. I've read this book a few times before, but you grow, you learn more things, you gain some practice out in the field, and you come back. And, even within the first 10 pages, I've already found amazing gems that I can take with me. So we're going to give the day, overall, we're going to give the day about an 8. Actually, I think having the bike, honestly, boosted up to a 9 because I can't tell you how convenient it was to just be like, hey, I'm just going to hop on outside and pump, 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 get my yoga in. Beautiful. Just chef kiss. I'm going to get a sunrise bike in this week. That's what I'm going to do. I'm excited. Tomorrow's a planning day. Kind of get a vision for the week to get a little bit of planning in so we get some structure to the week. My brand of ADHD is the type where I struggle with object permanence. So unless it's in front of me, it's out of sight, out of mind. So I'm excited to get realigned with the plan. I'm going to just leave you with like this tiny paragraph because even in the first 10 pages is dropping gems. But it's discussing some of our defense mechanisms as humans. So the entire premise of the book is being able to identify when elements from your past are in your present and ultimately dictating your future. A lot of times, the purpose of mindfulness is to remain present and aware, because if you're not able to see somebody as they are, and instead you're piling on top of them all of your preconceived notions, all of your experiences from the past, your bad relationships, your relationship with your parent, you're putting that onto that person, and they're having to not only fight to create a sense of personhood with you, but they're fighting against a person that they sometimes haven't even met, that you have already lodged in your head or is lodged in your brain or your body from your past. And so in this section, it's going to start distinguishing between our 3 defense mechanisms, which is transference, displacement, and projection. They are unconscious mechanisms our ego uses to defend itself against stress. They can be healthy when they're used occasionally to help over a fear or to stabilize and maintain ourselves. They become dysfunctional when we become possessed by them or when we use them to avoid looking at the truth about reality or ourselves. So we're just going to focus on projection tonight. Carl Jung wrote, "Projection makes the whole world a replica of our own unknown face. I project onto another person characteristics, positive or negative, that I am unconscious of in myself. I project onto another person characteristics, positive or negative, that I am unconscious of in myself. I shift onto others the traits, feelings, and motivations that belong to me. For example, I see you as controlling, when all the while I don't notice how controlling I am. I may also project my beliefs about someone or about what someone feels. Projection mistakes an internal experience for an external one. A you out there for an I in here. In projection, I spend every day alone. I just thought that was so incredibly beautiful. In projection, I spend every day alone. It's an interesting sentence because it presents in front of you that you can't be with somebody and also be projecting on them at the same time. Those two things can't live in the same place because they're not able to be themselves or show up as themselves because they're showing up through your eyes and unbeknownst to you as a projection of, your thoughts. So I'm already excited to read this book because I've learned so much since the last time I read it. It's always nice to kind of revisit. I realized that I was a nerd today. I got excited about the thought of, I love reading academic journals, and I was geeked about reading academic journals, which is partially why I'm excited for tomorrow. And I just realized it again with how excited I am to read this book. So here's to doing all of this again tomorrow. I will see you in the next one.